Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on my tutorial. So somebody made a post in Flash Holes today, and I ended up talking to them about warm-up sketches and what do I do to warm up when I draw. And so I decided, I was like, you know, it'd be easier if I showed you than if I made a video. If I showed you, be easier if I showed it to you instead of just explained it. So I like to draw cartoon characters before I warm up, but I don't do it from any sort of reference. I do it kind of off model because I like how things look off model. It's kind of my sense of humor. So that was the Rick I posted in the comments, and I told him I would make a video kind of explaining it. So my first layer, what you just saw there, was a sketch layer. And if I'm really struggling with something, not if I'm really struggling with something, but if I'm really trying to draw something, I usually do about 3 sketch layers, and my first sketch layer will be, my first sketch layer will kind of be my rough. You know, that'll be like just getting my idea down. I want to make sure it's on the screen. That way I won't forget it, or it won't just disappear. And it doesn't need to look nice the first time. I know I didn't do it here, but I usually do 4 or 5 other sketches, and, thumbnail sketches or whatever, and make it look nice. But I was kind of in a hurry, and I already drew Rick, so I just decided to go with it. But yeah, I can have up to 3 or 4 sketch layers. There, I drew an eye. Now, I usually do about 2 or 3 strokes to do an eye, to do a circle, because as you saw there, I tried it at once, and it didn't look good at all. That's why you don't do that. Break everything up into smaller shapes, and then kind of like blend them together with your pencil. You know, you should use a tablet. I couldn't do this with a mouse, but kind of do that. Kind of just shape it. You know, like I did with the eyes there. You see, that wasn't in the sketch layer. Those little things on the side of the eyes, that wasn't there. I added that in because I thought it looked nice. As for the wrinkles, a lot. You know, I'm sure somebody's like, "How did you get the wrinkles there? How did you know how to do that?" And here's the thing, I didn't. I just kind of imagined, like, well, what would an old person's face look like? And what would it look like if it was super gross, like I wanted it to be? Right here's a good point. I tried to make that concave, and I decided that I like the little skin folds there better. I thought it would give him more of an old person character. I do the same thing with the brow here. If you noticed in my other drawing, I didn't include Rick's unibrow at all. I was wondering why it looks so weird, and it's because I didn't include the unibrow, but I didn't notice. Nobody called me on it, so that's pretty cool. And so I decided I would try it out here, and I made some pretty creative decisions with it. Okay, so you saw those 2 lines I just drew. It went by pretty fast. And the reason I did that is I was showing you, whenever you draw a straight line, or any kind of line really, it's easier to pull toward you than away from you. So if you're pushing away from you, you won't get a stabler, you'll have a less stable line. So you want to pull towards you. That way you can have a better looking line. And you know, that's how inking works. It's all about lines. You want to have good lines. So right here, we start off with, I'm going through and doing more wrinkles. You know, I like the wrinkle stuff. I think wrinkles are actually kind of fun to draw. They're becoming one of my new favorite things. So I turn off the sketch layer every once in a while, so you can kind of make sure, like, okay, is it looking okay? Is it on par? Is it where I want this to be? And I guess I should talk about hair. Was another thing that we talked about. He asked me how I did the hair. He was very interested in how I did hair, and truth is, I don't know how I did the hair. It just kind of happens. I just kind of made sketch lines. You know, you do like little sketch lines, and I didn't like the hair in this one as much as I like the other one. Honestly, I think the other one I did was better, but we'll see. I mean, it's not horrible. I don't hate it. But, yeah, just make little sketch lines and have fun with it. So right here, I go back and I'm like, okay, I want to fix a hairline. I want to add little lines for the hairline. I'm not too happy with that decision. I wish I would have kept it like it is right now. But no, I go back and try to, like, make horizontal lines. Don't do that. If you're doing a hairline, do not stay away from horizontal lines. Stay with vertical. I add some bloodshot to the eyes to kind of give them some character so they don't just look like dull. And here I'm trying to do the unibrow. I made another layer above my ink to do this. So I made another ink layer above my ink layer so I didn't screw up my ink layer when trying to do this. And that's a good idea. There's a website, controlpaint.com, and they have a YouTube channel as well. And they kind of talk about doing stuff like that. How to get nice organic shapes by making layers above layers or whatever. But the way they did it had way too many layers. And you can make as many layers as you want and merge them down, but that takes forever. And when I draw, I like the software to get out of the way and just kind of let me do my thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. So right here, I'm moving into color. And I'm not the best at color. I'm still, trying to learn that. But what you do is you make a layer, and you title it, like right here I'm doing skin. So you would make a layer, and whatever color you choose, just choose skin. It could be like hot pink for all I care, but you want to block in your color. Okay, so after you make your color, after you pick your color, you want to just start like coloring everything that's skin this color, and it'll be on your skin layer. Okay, now you want to erase everything that you might have gotten that wasn't skin or whatever. Alright, and I do the same thing with hair. Like watch, I go back and that's going to be hair. So you would erase that from the skin color, and you go back, and now I'm doing hair. So I named a layer hair, I lock my skin layer, and I go through and I block my hair. You don't want to do it this way, because you make more work for yourself. And I don't know, maybe you're faster at that way. It's preference at this point. So you go through and you block this, and I got a phone call right here, so I stopped for a second. But you go through and you block this, and while you're doing that, just remember, like, whatever you color this color, you can go back and add highlights and lowlights and all stuff. And this doesn't have to be your midtone, it can just be a blocked color. It's just a color. It doesn't have to be the color that you're going to keep it. It can be any color, literally anything. Yeah, so we're just about done here. Like I said, this isn't really a color tutorial. This is just kind of my process, how I work. And it works for me for now. Now, processes change all the time. This might be my process today, and then in a few months I might figure out another way to do something. And if I do, I will let you guys know if you're interested. But yeah, this is just a quick little thing I decided to do for somebody who was interested in how I work. And I really appreciate that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to make this. If you have any other questions that I could answer, I'm pretty cool about that. Just leave me a comment, ask me, hey, how did you do this, or how could I do this, or how to whatever, and I'll try to answer it for you if I can. I'm not a professional by any means, but I'm pretty good at figuring things out. I'm also interested in maybe doing live streams or so. I'm not sure if anybody would like to do that with me. Like, if we could have maybe like a community live stream or whatever, that'd be cool. And if you guys are interested in joining the Flashholes community, you can go to www.flashholes.com. Why did I say www? You don't have to do that anymore. You can go to flashholes.com and it'll take you to our Facebook page, and you can request to be a member. And you'll probably get approved because we're really cool people. Alright, so that should about do it. I'm just going back now, and this part I was actually experimenting more with color and stuff. So this is more for me trying to figure things out. And I don't think it turned out that great. I'll be honest with you. I don't think my colors were alright. I could have picked some more vibrant colors, but kind of screwed that up. I didn't really have a color scheme going in. I was just kind of winging it. And I don't like how yellow it looks. It looks like sand almost. I don't like that. But yeah, who knows? I think it's kind of a different style than my other one though. So that was pretty neat. Anyways, if you guys like this, favorite the video or whatever, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, whatever you want to do, I don't really care. If you guys want to request some art from me, send me a PM, and I'll probably do some art for you. I do take commissions or whatever if you want to. If not, just give me a suggestion, maybe I'll draw it. If you want another speed paint, let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, or tell me I suck, tell me I'm great. Don't do that, I'm not great. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video.